Hey everybody. Happy Friday, TGIF, everything. I'm super happy and I'm about to tell y'all why. So I just got back from my doctor's office. Update. I have a great update now and I have every reason to be happy now because we checked my blood sugar today. It was 103. My blood sugar stayed steady since yesterday afternoon. Thank goodness. I am at the tail end of me having pneumonia. This is my 9th day. Tomorrow will be my 10th day. And I am super happy about it. I'm proud of myself. I kept it steady. I kept my diet steady. So here's the thing. And this goes to show you not a lot of people in the medical field know what they're talking about. I told my doctor today about my menu, right? I always switch out my menu every 3 months. And I felt like this time I think I got my menu right because everything I was eating, it was not bringing my sugar up. It brought it up 3 or 4 points, but it wasn't enough to be dangerously like, okay, you gotta go to the hospital now. No. So I was open and honest about my menu, like the food that I eat now versus 6 months ago. And my doctor said it was okay. So she was like, so now that we swapped out a lot of things, let's get this going. This is where the good part happens because just about 48 hours ago, I told my diabetes educator that I switched out everything that I was eating for something a little better. And some of it is light, some of them is not. But it won't send my sugar through the roof. And plus, since it's the fall time, why not switch it out for something better? So even though it is the fall time, I did not want to overindulge in anything. So this is what I did, and this is what y'all can do too for anybody that suffer from diabetes or PCOS, because I find out this menu does stabilize everything and it does help. To each his own. If you want to try it, try it. If not, I understand, but I'm trying it because it works for me. So I swap out my whole menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't like cooking breakfast at all. This is why y'all don't see a lot of breakfast meals in my photos because I hate cooking breakfast. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like messing pots and pans. It's a hassle. It's a headache. And then the worst part about it is that when you scramble eggs, the residue, it sticks to the pan and you got to scrub. I'm not doing that no more. So I swapped out for vegetables, hard-boiled eggs, and my BLT or my BAT. And those that don't know, BAT is bacon, avocado, and tomatoes on toast. That's my breakfast. And I don't have to cook it, only the bacon. Tongue tied. So I use make with bacon. That's my favorite bacon. My doctor said that's okay. She looked at my face and said that's okay to eat bacon. So, sweetie, everybody, it's okay to eat bacon. I swap out my white bread for whole grains. The potato bread, I'm going to stop eating it. And this is a pinky promise. I'm stopping the potato bread because even though it wasn't blowing my sugar up, but it wouldn't be the best feeling in the world because if you're trying to be health conscious, you can't sit here and slide every now and then to something that's not so good. So I'm not eating no more potato bread. I'm swapping out for whole grain breads and low carb breads. There are breads that's a little more healthy out there. So lunch, I told her about me eating soups. Now, my favorite thing in the world is eating soups. I make my own soup. If I don't feel like making soup, I'll buy it in a can. And she said that's okay. I did something right, boom. So my favorite thing is buying chicken broth or vegetable broth. And I put all of my ingredients in there from vegetables to protein. And I love my chicken and noodle soup. It could be any type of noodles. I buy whole wheat or I buy spinach. And it works. And guess what? It doesn't send your sugar up, not even a point. So kudos to me. Third, dinner time. Now, this is where it gets tricky because I'm so used to having mashed potatoes all the time, but at the same time, you can't overindulge in it. So I got the okay from my doctor that I could eat mashed potatoes, but don't overdo it. So here's what we did overall. When it comes to food, notification. So when it comes to food, I don't put sweets in my food. Your food should not be sweet. It should be savory. That's what it's called meals for. Two, low sugar, meaning you could indulge in your sugar, but once a month. There is no law and there's no doctor in the world that says that you cannot have your sugar. So we going back to once a month. Third, second and third, because this is a combo, when you do eat your food and it comes to carbs, you can have your carbs, but it's a good carb and there's a bad carb, just like it's a good fat and there's a bad fat. So everybody that's been telling me to not eat avocados and bananas because it's the wrong kind of fat, you're wrong. So we did our research, and plus my doctor read up on it and she think it's the best thing. There's nothing wrong with eating my good fats. And here's the thing, I don't overindulge in any fat at all, whether it's good or bad, because I like to switch up. If you like me and you're not the type to eat the same thing over and over and you like to switch up, you know everything is good. Like, you don't got a problem. You won't have a problem with your blood sugar going up. You won't have a problem with feeling anxious or feeling sick in any way, because I understand when you put sweets in your food, it makes you feel sick to your stomach. And it was just like me. I felt sick to my stomach every time I would eat sweets, or like if my food would become sweet, because we all know the cornbread and the, what do you call it, anything that you put sugar in your food in, it kind of makes it bad. And then it's even worse when you put butter in it. So Earth Balance, that's the butter she said I should start. So I'm going to start doing that. And I realized it was very expensive, but I guess it's worth it. So with that being said, I am doing good. Overall, everything that I did as of the month of September, it was nothing wrong with it. The only thing is I just need to swap out one thing, which was how many times a day I can eat my soups. So to every motherfucking body that was trying to tell me to not do this, in your face, because I got the okay from my doctor. And not only that, I got the okay from the nutritionist. And then they was like, the new menu that you did now, keep it. You didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't overindulge. The only reason why your blood sugar was so low is because you were sick. And then when it raised up, it's because you had pneumonia. So anybody that goes through health issues should know, when you're sick, sometimes your blood sugar goes extremely high. Sometimes it could go extremely low. My blood sugar was going haywire because I was sick. And that's what happens when you're sick. Your blood sugar goes haywire. You catch headaches and sometimes you get dizzy. So that's what was the problem with me. On a regular day when I'm not sick, my blood sugar won't go so haywire. It was only like that when I'm having anxiety attacks or if I'm sick. So clearly I'm doing something right. My pneumonia, I'm on day 9. They say after 10 days, everything is out your system. You should be fine. And that was the only reason why my blood sugar stayed up in the 300s, because of my pneumonia. It wasn't nothing else. So like I said, all this stuff y'all see in my photos, my videos, it was good. There was nothing wrong with the way I was eating. And plus, it's what you put in your food that makes it all the difference. I'm not big on salt. I'm not big on seasonings. So I try to find the best seasonings I can for diabetics. And that's what gives a taste to my food. And it's always, you could get the Mrs. Dash, or you can substitute it for spices or any other earthly spices that you want. That seasons your food very well. And that's why my food is so good. And this is why I am not gaining no weight, because, sweetie, look at me. Oops, sorry. So, sweetie, I'm doing good. So I went down a couple of sizes. I'm no longer a size 15, 16, sweetie. No, your boo is a size 13, 14. And it depends on the make of the pants. If I'm wearing slacks, I'm a 14. If I'm a jean person or sweater, anything like that, I'm lower than that. Because I kind of find out when I go shopping, those slacks, they run tight. They run small, so you got to get a bigger size. But all the other pants is not like that. So, yeah. I went down a notch. Before you know it, sweetie, by the end of this year, going into July, going to June, because from now to June, I'm still losing weight. I'm going to be down to a size 8. And I'm giving myself that much time because every now and then, when, like I say, I don't have the best days. My health problems could go from 0 to 60 within minutes. So my blood sugar will go higher. And then sometimes I do be craving for stuff. So when I do crave for stuff, I tend to gain 3 to 4 pounds within the end of that week. And it's a lot more easier to put on the pounds than it is losing the pounds. So I gave myself up until October 16th this year to lose the weight. That's what I'm doing. And I did very well for somebody to be a diabetic. So the reason why I say I'm giving myself up until next year, I might not even give myself to June, because sweetie, as long as I'm doing good like this, it should be fine to be like, I should be good in no time, within 3 to 4 months. And I'm giving myself that resolution. My other resolution I just came up with as of 24 hours ago was January 1st, I'm no longer going to be on TikTok. I'm getting rid of social media. TikTok is one of them because it hasn't helped me at all. TikTok has been damaging. It's been very crazy. I've been seeing nothing but people attacking each other about so many things, but let's not get into that. So I'm going to end the vlog here, and I'm going to see y'all later on tonight, because y'all will see the food that I'm making. And trust and believe, it's good.